Hey guys, welcome back. So this video is about how to tint your Alclad finish. If you've gone and done the Alclad chrome paint method and you want to tint it to look gold or any other color, this is how I did it. Now, I know I should have put this video up like 4 years ago, but I really wanted a more elegant solution to this than what I had. I really was kind of embarrassed by the way that I did it because it was so ridiculous. But it worked, and I used it for 3 years, up until last year when I re-chromed my suit. This was how my Threepio was done. And I have lots of video of it. You can see it up close, and I'll try to put some links at the end of this. But I experimented with all kinds of things. If you followed my videos a while back, I experimented with the Copic inks, which this was the light caramel. It's a very good color, but it's very hard to work with and very hard to get this to do an even tint coat. Unless, perhaps, I haven't tried this, but I really think that if you mix it with an automotive clear coat, that would work. That's another story, something I was going to experiment with, but I moved on since then. I'm just coming back because I was buying supplies the other day, and I bought something that reminded me, like, oh my god, I have not done the stupid tinting video. So the tint on my suit was made with Liquitex gloss varnish, okay? It was the Liquitex gloss varnish, like an artist varnish. Now this is the bottle that I used to do my suit, and I barely used any of this. This was, I'm an artist as well, so I coat my paintings with this stuff sometimes. So this was, I bought to do my own paintings, and I just used a little of this for my suit. Now they changed the packaging, and the bottle looks like this. This was what reminded me I need to make this video. I had to buy this the other day, and I was like, I have to make the tint video. I used Liquitex gloss varnish, and I used one of these 1 ounce Alclad bottles, and I would pour 1 ounce at a time of the gloss varnish and mix it with McCormick food coloring. Yes, food coloring. I know, it's ridiculous, but it works surprisingly well. I would use, for one of these little bottles, I would use 6 drops of yellow, 3 drops of red, and mix it up, and then I would apply it. This is where it gets even more embarrassing. I would apply it with a brush. This exact brush. Now this brush has been through the mill since I did my suit, so it's you know, all clearly covered with paint. It's got resin on it. When this brush was new, these were white synthetic bristles. It's a 1-inch brush, has just enough spring to it. It has some give and it's pretty soft, but it keeps its shape really well. And that was important. Now it's actually fanned out quite a bit since I got it. It used to be very flat and nice. And I applied this with a brush. Now you're probably like, Gordon, why didn't you use an airbrush or some kind of... I did use an airbrush. I used 5 different airbrushes. None of them applied it well. What would happen is when I applied it with an airbrush, it would haze up the surface and it looked terrible. But when I applied it with a regular brush and I brushed it just maybe once or twice in one direction, real clean, don't keep brushing it, just little light coats, very slow and gentle, nice and even coats, it self-levels, and it dries really clear. Now, it's important that it dries clear because if you get a haze in your varnish finish, it kills the reflectivity of the Alclad that's underneath. You need it to be very clear. And the only way I was able to get it really clear was with this brush. Now later, about a year ago, I experimented with an HVLP paint gun, spraying the same mix, and that worked better. It didn't work perfectly, it didn't work as well as the brush, but it worked better than the airbrush by a lot. Here is an example. When I was trying to do the chrome tutorials last year, I was actually experimenting with this. And this is a version that is sprayed with the gun. It's still not as clear as the pictures I will put here of my actual suit when it was done the same way. But this is Alclad sprayed with the HVLP gun with that mix I just talked about. Now this is the spray chrome that I use now. I did these at the same time just as a neck-to-neck comparison of the reflectivity so you can kind of see. But I will do another video on this sort of finish hopefully soon. I've been saying that forever, but I just haven't had time to set it up. So soon enough I'll get to it. But that is it. That is the trick. For the Alclad tint that I used on my suit for 3 years, got lots and lots of photos of it. Looks fine. I've got video on here where you see it close up and I'm rotating it and you can see through it, the light. I'll put links to some of those videos at the end of this. This is the magic right here. It is Liquitex gloss varnish, McCormick food coloring, the liquid kind. You don't want the gel, you want the liquid. And I mix 1 ounce at a time. I used 6 ounces of yellow, 6 drops of yellow, 3 drops of red. And that was my mixture. Applied with the brush very carefully. This will take some practice. If you keep brushing over it, you're gonna get streaks and it's gonna look bad. So you gotta do very, very careful little brush strokes. That was it. That is the magic. So sorry I didn't get to that sooner. I should have, but like I said, I really, really wanted something that sounded more impressive, but that is it. So anyway, hope that was helpful. I will come back and do the gold coat like is on my suit now. Eventually, I'll get around to that. I started videos on that a while back, and I never finished them because I was missing a video because I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'll be back with that stuff soon. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys, I don't know, in a few days. Bye.